Welcome back, friends! In this video, I'll be covering a list of great retail, trading, and shopkeeping games for PC that I think you should check out. I want to note that this list is focused on selling and trading items like weapons, potions, and groceries, and doesn't really include food service and hospitality games like managing bars, cafes, restaurants, or hotels. I think there's enough variety in these genres that'll be another list video I'll have out later this year. Let's jump in, starting with Trash Goblin. Trash Goblin is a crafting, shopkeeping, and time management game. You run a trinket shop that finds, repairs, and upcycles discarded items. Visitors are looking for a range of different things which you may or may not have ready, and you can choose to try and fulfill their requests that day or turn them away for now. Your tasks take up time blocks, so you can only dig through so much trash, clean, and fix so many items in one day cycle. When working with a new trash lump, you'll chip away blocks with different properties to reveal hidden items. You can choose to leave them dirty or clean them with your sponge, which will take up another chunk of time. Initially, customers are looking for relatively simple items, but the variety and complexity grows, and they'll specify whether they want the item clean or they don't mind the condition. Your upcycler tool enables you to repair broken items by putting parts back together, as well as create brand new pieces. You can invest your earnings into upgraded tools, more workshop options, and a range of decorations. Overall, I had just such a wholesome time playing Trash Goblin. It's a beautiful game focusing on upcycling and creativity without any combat or danger. I really enjoy the gameplay loop, the time management aspects, and the fun of uncovering random items to grow my trash collection. Number 2 is Recettear. Recettear is a cult classic, shopkeeping sim and dungeon crawler, requiring you to manage your time wisely to stay afloat. You play as Recette, a young shopkeeper, and with the help and pressure of a fairy named Tear, you'll work to pay off the debt that your father left. In store, you manage inventory, set prices, and haggle with customers, adjusting your available items and prices to ensure you're making the best sales possible with the changing economy. As your merchant level increases, you'll unlock upgrades and better stock, and the weekly debt repayments keep the pressure on to really maximize your profit margins. When the shop closes, Recette can hire an adventurer to explore randomly generated dungeons for valuable loot. You don't control Recette in combat, but instead you take control of the adventurer to slay monsters and collect treasure. The combat can get a little bit repetitive, but with only so much time in each day, the real strategy is in balancing activities to ensure you have enough valuable items to stock in store, as well as haggling for the best price, of course. The main campaign features financial goals each week, leading to new story chapters with wealthier customers, and there's also endless and survival modes. I can't explain it much better than just a really addictive shop management game with exploration and combat. Next is Dealer's Life 2 and Dealer's Life Legend. Dealer's Life is a pawn shop simulator focused on buying and selling items to make a profit. Read your customers' personalities to adjust your offers and haggle to a successful sale. Striking the right balance is always important, as you could upset a customer by lowballing them too much or accept offers too easily and miss out on profits. Items vary in quality and rarity, with the thrill of potentially scoring a gem or getting duped by a fake. You can hire staff like appraisers, restorers, or guards to enhance your operations, and slowly build up from a rundown shack to a posh store, attracting wealthier clients. Random events and unique characters bring surprises, ensuring that no 2 days are the same, and the humorous dialogues keeps the trades interesting. In Dealer's Life Legend, the gameplay shifts to a medieval fantasy setting, allowing you to haggle over enchanted swords and use spells in negotiations as well. The Dealer's Life game series is great for anyone who likes trading and haggling. Number 4 is Potion Craft. In Potion Craft, you will manage an alchemy shop in a beautifully illustrated Lovecraftian world, finding plants to keep in your greenhouse and making unique potions with them. Customers come to you looking for solutions to their problems, and it's up to you on what kind of potion to make for them. You'll face consequences depending on what you decide to sell them, and your conversations and decisions with different characters will affect the story. The beautiful alchemy map lets you visualize your potion making. Adding ingredients shifts your potion in various directions to produce effects like healing, poison, or magic. Explore and discover new recipes, and refine your brewing techniques to utilize your ingredients the best you can. You can customize bottle shapes, labels, and colors, and the art style just really draws you in and is so beautiful. Overall, it's a lovely story-driven shopkeeping game with multiple endings and an art style that really immerses you in the world. Next is Final Profit, a shop RPG. Final Profit is a narrative-driven story management game where you play as a former fairy queen, aiming to dismantle a corrupt capitalist empire. You'll start a modest shop to build wealth, and you'll sell items and make moral decisions, balancing inventory management with choices that affect both your generosity and ruthlessness stats. Daily operations include selecting products and attracting customers through exploration and side quests, and you can eventually reinvest your profits into larger ventures. Initially, you'll sell items to just a small handful of customers, but can later branch out into real estate and stocks, generating passive income. The gameplay allows for ethical or shady business practices, impacting the story outcomes and shop functionality, and leading to multiple endings. It's a great game that merges old-school RPG elements with tycoon gameplay. Next is Big Ambitions. Big Ambitions is a life and business sim set in New York. It's still in early access, but with regular and constant updates, it's slowly growing into a fantastic new addition to the tycoon genre. Starting with a small apartment and some cash from your uncle, you'll have free rein to pursue different opportunities and ventures in the city's detailed economy, while also looking after your own hunger, rest, and happiness. The gameplay is pretty open-ended, enabling you to drive around town, find jobs at other businesses, take out loans, and lease spaces. Once you've established your first business, like a gift shop, fast food store, or law firm, you'll oversee everything from outfitting the store to inventory and staff management. The city is really lively and encourages you to explore, and the various areas have unique differences, like customer types or the best opening hours for certain business types. As you start generating more and more profits, you can expand your businesses and open new ones, take on manufacturing and logistics, open warehouses, and way more. On the life sim side, you can purchase lavish apartments and cars and make investments for your future, eventually basically owning New York City if you're up to the task. It nicely merges the personal aspects of life sim games with the elements of business and tycoon simulations, offering a great rags to riches experience that really aligns to the term tycoon. It's been really amazing to see all the updates made to this game so far, and I can't wait to see what it turns into. Number 7 is Winkeltje. Winkeltje, the little shop. Before putting this script together, I never even attempted to pronounce the name of this game, but I'm going to go with Winkeltje, which is Dutch for shop. I was looking at other YouTubers' videos to try and figure out how to pronounce this, and I'm glad that I'm not the only one who was nervous to try and attempt this word out loud. So it's a relaxing medieval shopkeeping simulator that lets you build and run your own cozy fantasy store, as well as farming and crafting. Gradually turn your small cabin into a bustling marketplace, filled with goods like fresh produce, crafted weapons, clothing, and more. You'll design your shop's layout, add furniture and decorations, and manage inventory to attract customers and increase your profits. Hire staff to stay on top of all the tasks as your shop gets busier, so you can focus more on the market, as prices and customer demand fluctuate with seasons and special events. Beyond just buying and selling, you can expand your business and craft items yourself, like clothing and weapons, using raw materials from traders or your own garden. You can add specialized sections like apothecaries and smithing corners and decorate with a large range of decor. It's a really nice themed shopkeeping game, and I enjoyed the casual pace. Next is Potionomics. Potionomics is a lively mix of potion crafting, shop management, and card-based negotiations. You play as Sylvia, a witch who inherits a struggling potion shop with a significant debt. To recover the business, you brew and sell potions, and gameplay unfolds in 3 phases. First, brewing your potions from magical ingredients, selling them through a card-based haggling minigame, and building relationships with the town's characters to gain perks. The haggling system is a real highlight, presenting negotiations as turn-based card duels where you use tactics like charm and closer to boost customer interest and close sales. Customers have patience meters and unique traits, and this creates a strategic challenge that transforms the typical shop interactions into more engaging gameplay. Progression earns new cards for haggling combos, making every successful sale feel rewarding. On the crafting side, you'll need to balance potions' ingredients and values to meet potion recipes, and there's a little bit of puzzle solving here. Higher quality potions enhance sales potential, nicely tying together the crafting and selling elements. Next is Repair This. Repair This is a story-driven repair shop simulator where you operate a mobile phone repair business. The gameplay mixes technical repair tasks with narrative choices. Customers will inquire about the cost and time to repair their phone, and you'll need to manage ordering parts, repair time, as well as the customer's expectations. After you've repaired a phone, if you feel so inclined, you can snoop through the phone's messages, contacts, and photos. You may be asked to share some of this information with others as well, but every action has consequences. Copying a customer's data might solve one problem, but it could lead to unintended outcomes. It's a really entertaining narrative-driven game where choices matter and there are multiple endings depending on the path you choose. Number 10 is Cozy Keep. Cozy Keep is a shop simulator in which you inherit an old shop and need to spruce it up into a busy marketplace, while also paying taxes to the king. Initially, you'll find and purchase your items, selling them to visiting customers for a profit as you start to build up your crafting capabilities. You can trade with traveling merchants and make choices about which items best suit your customers' demands, how to handle requests, and whether or not to risk selling items that are forbidden by the king. Outside the shop, you can farm, hunt, fish, and explore to gather materials for crafting. You can also engage in light combat, grow crops, care for livestock, or operate a blacksmith forge, giving you the freedom to focus on the different areas that you enjoy. As you progress, you'll be able to hire staff and update your shop's appearance to attract more customers. It's still in early access, but I found it to be a really charming shopkeeping game with nice crafting gameplay and plenty still being added. Next is King of Retail. King of Retail is a store management simulator with a lot of depth. You design and operate stores, making all the decisions from stock selection to store layout. You could run a grocery store, a clothing store, a shoe store, or a whole department store, and you'll unlock new product categories as you progress. Hire employees with different personality types, negotiate salaries, and tweak your work rosters to get your business functioning smoothly. Progression also comes with store upgrades like better checkout counters and marketing campaigns, and you can reinvest your profits to rent larger retail spaces or open additional stores, eventually building a whole retail chain. King of Retail 2 will also be out in early access very soon, offering more management options, including having a head office to oversee operations, nicer graphics and menus. Number 12 is Moonlighter. Moonlighter blends shop management with action RPG dungeon crawling. By day, you run an item shop in town, and by night you venture into the dangerous dungeons to gather new merchandise. While managing your shop, you'll set prices, arrange items on displays, and tend to your customers. You'll need to keep on top of your pricing points to really meet customers' expectations, as well as watch out for thieves in the store. At night, explore procedurally generated dungeons, fighting through progressively harder monsters and bosses for more valuable items. You can spend your gold on new combat abilities, as well as upgrading the town. For example, you could hire a blacksmith to craft and upgrade weapons and armor, or an alchemist to brew potions for your dungeon crawls. It's a great roguelite shopkeeper with a good gameplay loop if you enjoy dungeon crawling to collect items. The sequel, Moonlighter 2, is set to come out sometime later in 2025. Next is Kardboard Kings. Kardboard Kings is a casual shopkeeping game focused on running a trading card game store. You've inherited your father's seaside card shop and you'll need to restore and build it back up to former glory. Customers will come in to browse what you have on offer, or they might have special requests for certain cards. You can host booster drafts, clearance sales, in-house tournaments, and release parties for new sets, as well as grow your own card collection. Eventually, when your own deck is strong enough, you can travel to Card Game Island to play against master players yourself. The art style, attention to detail, and customer interactions make it feel really wholesome, and the art gives it this really lovely, consistent feel. There's also some Australian references thrown in here, which I love. Next is Sky End Market. It's a supermarket management sim set in a whimsical post-human world, where animals, robots, and the few remaining humans shop side by side. You manage one of the world's most important supermarkets, designing your store layout, stocking shelves, and keeping your diverse customers happy, whether they're robots or animals paying with quirky currencies like acorns. The gameplay centers around intuitive store customization and product management, ensuring that you always have what your customers are after. As your reputation grows, you'll unlock new goods, turning your modest store into a bustling supermarket. Beyond daily sales, you'll tackle supply management, customer requests, and unlock different skills to improve your store's efficiency. The cheerful pixel art style keeps the mood bright and humorous despite the apocalyptic backdrop. Skyend Market is really perfect for those who enjoy optimizing store layouts, managing quirky inventory challenges, and it's a cozy but really strategic experience. Next is Pawn Planet. Pawn Planet is a sci-fi pawn shop simulator in which you'll buy low and sell high, trading quirky alien artifacts from a range of customers. Negotiate prices, repair damaged items for better resale prices, and customize and expand your shop. Grow your reputation to access more ways to find different items, including bidding on space auctions or loot missions for rare finds. The negotiations feel dynamic with generated items that have backstories. The risk-reward storage auctions and humorous space lore really add a lot to the gameplay loop, and the minigames for repairing items add a bit more depth. It's still in early access, but I think it's worth checking out for anyone who likes trading games like Dealer's Life. Next is Merchant of the Skies. This one's a bit less of a shopkeeping game, but more focuses on trading. You start as the captain of a small cloud ship traveling to different sky islands and building your way up to a large trading company. You'll be checking prices at various places and finding profitable trade routes, completing delivery quests to grow. As your trading empire expands, you'll be able to establish bases of operations and start your own production lines, enabling you to use your resources and create them into even more valuable items. There's no combat and the focus is purely on exploration, trading, and resource management. I really love the art style and peaceful gameplay without combat and enemies. Number 17 is TCG Shop Sim. The game focuses on selling Tetramon, card packs, booster boxes, and singles, as well as having space available for your customers to battle each other. But you're free to open as many of your own booster packs as you'd like, adding cards to your personal collection or selling them as singles. You can host game events to encourage more customers into your store, and also need to keep on top of cleanliness, mostly of the players themselves. I think the art style is a bit colder than Kardboard Kings, but the card collection is much larger. It is really addictive as you work to complete your own collection and expand your store. Next is Saleblazers. Saleblazers is an open-world survival game set on a mysterious island where you'll gather materials to create and manage your own shop, to earn money to escape the island. The game has a lot of combat that's required to progress, but I thought it was worth including because you can play with up to 8 people together. This kind of game is perfect for me and my husband and friends, where I can stay more back at the base because I don't enjoy combat as much, and keep things organised there until we're ready for a boss fight. During the day you run your store selling items you've collected or crafted, and at night things get dangerous, with pirates, monsters and bandits threatening your shop and survival. You'll complete quests to unlock new technologies and valuable items to grow, and there's a lot of customizations and building options. This one would be good for anyone who loves open world survival games, but maybe wants some shopkeeping elements as well. Number 19 is Bookbound. Bookbound is a cozy bookshop management game that's nice and low stress. Running the local bookshop in a cute pixel town, you'll stock different titles and genres for your customers, recommend books, and decorate and clean your store. Each day you can purchase new books from the catalogue, decide which books to display together on your shelves, and advertise to attract certain customers. You can meet a range of characters from the town, find out their backstories, and eventually write your own books to sell, using inspiration you've gathered from your experiences. Next is CraftCraft, Fantasy Merchant Simulator. CraftCraft is coming out on the 28th of May, so not out yet, but I really loved the demo and thought it was worth including. You manage a craft workshop in a town of quirky characters, inquiring about their needs and heading to your workshop areas to start creating. To blacksmith, you'll need to heat up metals to hammer them into different shapes, sharpen blades, create pommels, and assemble your final pieces. You'll be judged on the quality of your crafts and how well you've followed your client's brief. You can explore different parts of town to rummage for new materials and create some very unique pieces. All the characters have really well done voice acting, nice stories, and depending on your choices, there are multiple endings. The character creation is also really cute, and how can I not mention the owl cat? And just one more to mention, which is Teddy's Haven. This one was only just released as I'm finalising this video, and I haven't had a chance to play properly yet, but it looks like a really nice shopkeeping game that has harvesting, tending to animals, potion creation, weapon forging, and mysterious accoutrements. Customers range from mages, adventurers, and mystical creatures, and you'll need to keep up with their expectations to grow your shop while exploring the world and leveling up your skills. And so that brings us to the end of our list. There are obviously way more that I haven't included, but these are the ones that I've personally enjoyed playing and seemed most interesting to share. It became a little bit tricky to keep to an exact definition of what a shopkeeping game means to me, but this leaves room for me to dive deeper into restaurants, bars, and hospitality games in another video later this year. Let me know if there are any of your favourites that I've missed here, or games that you think I should check out. I always love getting new recommendations. Thank you, as always, for joining me. All the support on this channel means so much, and I hope that this has helped you find a new game or two to check out. Take care of yourself, I'll catch you in the next one. This is Miss Management out.